Hello everyone, welcome back to IELTS Mini Talks. It's really nice to have you here with us again.
Hi guys, always great to be back. How's everything going today, Sarah?
Pretty good. It's been a busy morning, but I was really looking forward to recording this episode. I love the energy we get from working on these speaking questions.
Same here, and as always, in each episode, we take one IELTS speaking question and change it to a smoother, more natural version, something that sounds confident and clear.
Yeah, exactly. The kind of answer that helps you sound more fluent and professional.
Right. So, if you're preparing for IELTS speaking test, you're definitely in the right place. I'm really curious to know what today's question is about.
Well, today's question is one that everyone connects with.
Oh yeah? What is it?
It's about friends and friendship.
Wow! Friendships are such a big part of our lives. I mean, the people you surround yourself with really influence your mood, your decisions, even the way you see the world.
Exactly. And it's interesting how different friends play different roles. Some make you laugh, some support you when things get tough, and some just bring this calm, comfortable feeling. Since we're focusing on this theme today, let me ask you our main question, Amir. And I want you to give the first answer that comes to your mind about this question. Today's question is, why is it important to have friends?
Great question. Why is it important to have friends? Let's see. I think friends are important because they make us feel happy and supported. When we have a problem, we can talk to them. Also, they help us have fun and enjoy our free time. Sometimes good friends give us advice when we need it. In general, I think without friends, life would be lonely and boring.
Great answer, Amir. I like how clear your points were. You mentioned happiness, support, advice, and even the idea that life would feel lonely without friends. Those are all strong ideas, and they show you really understand the value of friendship. But of course, since this is IELTS Mini Talks, we always try to take a basic answer and make it sound smoother and more natural for the test. So we can definitely upgrade this answer with more advanced vocabulary, more connected ideas, and maybe a couple of richer expressions to make it sound like a higher band response.
I totally agree. I think the ideas themselves are fine, but the way I said them was a bit simple. I'd like to hear how we can make it sound more polished.
All right. So your first sentence was, I think friends are important because they make us feel happy and supported. It's a good, clear idea, but if we adjust the structure a little, it can sound more natural and a bit more mature. My suggested sentence is this. One of the main reasons friends matter is that they provide us with a feeling of happiness and support. Instead of starting with, I think friends are important because, you started it with, one of the main reasons friends matter is that. When you start your sentence this way, using the verb matter, you're basically sending a stronger message. Matter means to be significant or to have real value, so it has a more meaningful, deeper feel compared to the simpler word important. It's still your idea, but with a tone that sounds more natural for higher band speaking. The second part of your sentence is where we can also make a subtle improvement. Originally, you said, make us feel happy and supported. Now, instead of just using make, we say, they provide us with. Provide somebody with something means to give someone something that they need or want. Provides us with a feeling of uses a noun phrase, a feeling of, instead of a simple verb, make us feel, and adds more formality and sophistication to your sentence. And style-wise, it makes your answer sound more advanced and organized, something examiners notice for higher band responses.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Using provide us with a feeling of definitely sounds more polished. So, what does the final sentence look like?
Instead of this sentence, I think friends are important because they make us feel happy and supported, we upgraded it to this. One of the main reasons friends matter is that they provide us with a feeling of happiness and support. Let's move on to the next sentence. When we have a problem, we can talk to them. I like the idea. It clearly shows that friends are there for us when things get difficult. That's exactly what you mean, and it's very relatable. But what do you think if we try to take this answer up a level and make it more professional for IELTS speaking?
That would be a great idea.
All right. One way to improve it is to make the sentence slightly longer and add more precise vocabulary. Instead of saying, when we have a problem, we can say, when we face a problem. And instead of saying, we can talk to them, my suggestion is, we can confide in them. So the full sentence would be, when we face a problem, we can confide in them.
Wow, great expressions. When we face a problem sounds more formal than when we have a problem. And confide in them feels more precise than just talk to them. I get why these changes work.
Exactly. Let me break it down a bit. When we face a problem, using face instead of have makes the sentence more advanced. Face a problem implies encountering challenges, not just experiencing something, so it's a more precise and professional expression. Also, confide in them is richer than talk to them. Confide in means sharing your thoughts or feelings with someone you trust. It shows a deeper level of trust and emotional connection, which makes your answer sound more mature and natural. So together, these changes make your sentence not only more polished linguistically, but also more meaningful in terms of expressing the role of friends.
Exactly. So now my basic sentence, when we have a problem, we can talk to them, changed into, when we face a problem, we can confide in them.
Yes. Let's move on to the next sentence. You said, also, they help us have fun and enjoy our free time. I think we can upgrade it to this. They also make our free time more enjoyable and help us forget about our worries for a while. This version works really well because make our free time more enjoyable is a smooth and natural way to express fun, and it's more mature than have fun. And help us forget about our worries for a while shows the examiner that you can use words like worries and expressions like for a while and more enjoyable.
Ah, I see. Make our free time more enjoyable sounds smoother and more mature, and help us forget about our worries for a while does add more depth and show a richer use of language. And it's not something every English student would say, so that makes me special.
Absolutely. And that's what these mini talks are all about, to help you upgrade your simple sentences into answers that are guaranteed to get a higher score in IELTS exam. So we changed this sentence. Also, they help us have fun and enjoy our free time into, they also make our free time more enjoyable and help us forget about our worries for a while. Let's continue. You said, sometimes good friends give us advice when we need it. And this is very true. Friends not only provide support and fun, but also guidance. Let's see how we can make this sentence a bit more advanced and natural for IELTS speaking. Instead of, sometimes good friends give us advice when we need it, how about this? Sometimes good friends give us honest advice and help us see things from a different perspective.
This is amazing. Honest advice sounds more precise than just advice, and help us see things from a different perspective adds more detail and meaning.
Yes, let me explain each improvement. Adding honest to the word advice makes the sentence more specific. It's not just any advice, it's advice you can trust. And help us see things from a different perspective is a richer expression than just give advice. This makes your answer more precise, meaningful, and advanced for IELTS speaking, and definitely impresses the examiner.
Wow! Honest advice and see things from a different perspective. What great expressions! I understand. Using honest advice and see things from a different perspective part really makes the sentence stronger and more descriptive. Got it. So my sentence changed from sometimes good friends give us advice when we need it to sometimes good friends give us honest advice and help us see things from a different perspective.
Yes, and your last sentence, in general, I think without friends, life would be lonely and boring. This is a good summary. It wraps up your ideas clearly. But I have a better suggestion. How about this? All in all, I believe that without friends, life would be much lonelier and far less enjoyable. All in all is a phrase we use to summarize everything we've said. It's perfect for wrapping up your answer because it signals to the listener or the IELTS examiner that you're giving a final overall thought.
Yeah, all in all is such a great phrase.
And I believe that replaces I think because it sounds more confident. And much lonelier and far less enjoyable replaces the simple words lonely and boring to add emphasis, nuance, and richer vocabulary. See, the meaning is the same, but the upgraded version sounds more natural, polished, and IELTS friendly.
Yes, absolutely. I like this version of my answer, and of course, using phrases like much lonelier and far less enjoyable can definitely impress the examiner. So, what is your final suggestion?
I suggest that instead of saying, in general, I think without friends, life would be lonely and boring, we say, all in all, I believe that without friends, life would be much lonelier and far less enjoyable. This keeps your original idea, but makes it sound smoother, more confident, and richer in vocabulary. Perfect for a higher band IELTS answer.
Wow, I can really hear the difference now. Each change makes my answer clearer and more polished.
Exactly. Even small tweaks in vocabulary, sentence structure, and linking words can take your answer from simple to higher band. Now, I'm going to repeat my question, and I'd like you to answer the question with the upgraded answer this time. Why is it important to have friends?
Okay. One of the main reasons friends matter is that they provide us with a feeling of happiness and support. When we face a problem, we can confide in them. They also make our free time more enjoyable and help us forget about our worries for a while. Sometimes, good friends give us honest advice and help us see things from a different perspective. All in all, I believe that without friends, life would be much lonelier and far less enjoyable.
Excellent. I can see you've really incorporated all the upgrades we discussed.
Yeah, going through it step by step really helps me understand how to improve.
And that's the idea of IELTS Mini Talks. Show how small improvements make a big impact on your speaking score.
Perfect. Thanks, Sarah.
You're welcome. And dear listeners, we hope this episode provided you with some useful tips for improving your IELTS speaking answers.
We'd really love to hear your answers too, so please write down your answers to this question, why is it important to have friends, and share them in the comments. We can't wait to read them.
Definitely. It's a great way to practice, and we enjoy reading all your ideas.
Yeah, it's fun to see how everyone thinks about this question.
All right, that wraps up today's episode.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.